Important class tonight. Yes, if you're yawning, get them out. Know that we're going to be moving for the next 30, 60 minutes, however long you're here. Let's all come to center though. Tell yourself, I'm proud of you for showing up. I always say that, especially as the day goes on. So many other things start to come up. So showing up the classes later in the day, I feel like you get even more reward. So big inhale, rise up. We're going back to basics tonight with willpower. I was kind of thinking this with life too. Sometimes that was actually my mantra for the year, simplify to amplify, but it's always good to come back to basics. So we'll start with the nice foot warm up, standing foot warm up. It is willpower. The base of all of our movement begins in our feet and ankles. And then we're going to just break each move down. And we're going to go through each move for about 90 seconds. Working up through all the progressions. So most of you are regulars in willpower. This may give you some options to actually amplify your willpower experience. I'm 9-10 years into doing this format and I still get sore. And it's not because I jump higher, it's because I fine-tune the move. I make sure I'm really turning on the muscles, using them correctly. So usually there'll be some inspiration poured in here, of course, but we're really going to get a little bit more technical tonight, make sure we're doing things properly. Because the other thing in life, as we tend to get better at things, sometimes we pick up bad habits along the way, right? We start to take shortcuts or forget putting in as much effort as we did to begin with. I think that's a huge lesson for all of us. What you're doing, what you started with, you're now stronger, right? So you've got to put in more effort with your classes, with your work. And that's sometimes a good reminder to have. You're all making me smile. I needed to see some lovely faces. We've got Deanna, Colleen, Ann, Diane, Kelly, Wendy, Jamie, Dana, Tina, Jeannie, Kristen, Lorraine, Valerie, Terry, Miley, Val, Lenny, Amy, Kathy, is your power still off, Lenny? It looks dark there. All right, poor Lenny was in Texas, lost power for like almost 3 days last week. Feels like I almost said last year because it's already back in the 70s, I heard, in Texas. All right, we're gonna lift our toes, lift our heels. I wanna give us a nice warm up like you would get in barefoot bar fusion. Think about as we build our body, as we build our strength, we build our muscles, without that strong foundation, the feet and the ankles, everything else will compensate. So building, awesome. And a couple admin notes to some exciting news coming in. Lift it up, hold it. I want you to kind of wiggle those toes into the floor. Really claw at the floor. Well, my brain doesn't always work as good at night. It's got the thoughts in there. They don't always come out. Grab that floor with your toes, and you'll feel that. I want you to kind of release the toes and then really grip them. And what I want you to feel is this pelvic floor, some of these muscles that start to fire off in the core. That's a huge connection, our foot to core connection. I probably don't touch upon it enough. So those toes simply gripping as if you're picking up a towel. That's the best analogy. You know how we've all gone to pick up something off of the floor? You're gripping something, and then go ahead, let the heels come down. Turn the toes up. So this is like its own little workshop tonight. We're getting willpower 101. So I want you to lift the toes. Oh, is that my friend Slavka's in the house? Gladys is here. And some of you have been doing willpower for a long time. It's like anything. We never get so good. Look, there's so many good analogies for life. We never get so good at anything that you have to stop working on it. Remember that. Down and up. Even some of our best habits, like drinking water, or maybe you think you sleep like a pro. There might be a season in life where you need to spend extra focus. Okay, one more time. Woo, lift it up. So same thing, kind of wiggle the toes. What a treat, I can see some of you twice today. And then I want you to grip the toes. And now in this turnout position, so we're going to be talking tonight between parallel and turnout. These are the two positions in willpower. In our turnout, I wish I could unmute everyone. Where are you starting to feel the activation a little bit more? in those inner thighs, right? So when we're doing all those plies and curtsies, we're really getting those muscles in through the inner thigh. And then that again connects up into that pelvic floor. Woo! And then drop it down. Take it out. Nice and wide. Last one. I call this a warm-up, but hopefully your heart rate, mine's definitely starting to come up. So transferring that weight. Beautiful, Valerie. Toe, heel, toe. Look at Team Washington in the house. Nice, Kristen, stand up nice and tall. Beautiful, Terry. And we train our body in. I'm so thankful. Most of you know when I tell my story, willPower. This class is the very first format I became professionally trained in, to teach it, to lead it. And I'm so thankful because I really, here at 10 years in, I credit it for keeping me functionally fit, not getting hurt. Or if I do get a little injury or pulse, like my body tends to figure it out real quickly and adjust. So functional fitness, that's what we're training for, right? All right, drop it down. We're gonna turn the toes forward. We're gonna work on a couple progressions. We're gonna start with, did you wear your shirt, Amy? What do you think of when you think of willPower? First exercise, you think of the squat. So tonight, this should be good. It's gonna be good for me. I hope you all enjoy this little spin. We should probably do this at least once a quarter, really coming back to basics. So in the squat, this is the hardest thing. If you're like me and really turned out, you're a dancer. I wasn't a dancer, but my body acts like one. Not in the movement, but the way my toes are. We want to turn our toes forward and start to squat. Now, when your toes start to turn out, some of you, this is a really natural position. You've got a really low squat. For me, if I go much lower than right here, I'll start to notice my toes turn out. So be really aware. And I am still 10 years, and you know, I've probably done millions of squats. The squat is still one of the toughest moves for me. And then we can start to reach our arms out. A nice flat back. That's gonna help us from rounding forward. Nice. Sit nice and low. Gladys, your dogs are cracking me up. They're like, Mom, it's still light outside. Look at that. It's staying light later. Isn't that nice? Nice, Valerie, Kristen, beautiful, Jeannie. So then from here, we'll take our squat, my toes staying forward. That's gonna make sure you're activating the inner thigh. So you can stay here, or you can start to press up to your tippy toes. Heel, toe, nice, heel, toe. This is gonna be one of those classes that tomorrow, you're gonna be like, why am I so sore? I guarantee there's gonna be moves that you're gonna be making adjustments you haven't done in a while, or maybe ever. And then the last, beautiful Kristen, the last option is if you wanna take it to a hop. You don't need to go there today, but you take it from the heel to the toe. So it's that same momentum, but you would add the little pop. So the pop comes from the ball of our foot. Up, down, up. Nice, Wendy. Try to make it nice and fluid. Perfect, Colleen. There you go, Kelly. 5 more seconds. Yes, Val. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, Kathy. Maybe you've never done a squat hop before. 3, 2, 1. Whoo. Stand it up. Step it out. More than a step. This is you. Yeah, sweatshirt's flying off. This is you stepping out of that comfort zone. And go ahead and smile while you do that. No, I talk about that a lot. Maria and I always say we're good. We'd be really bad skydiving partners because we'd constantly be pushing each other out of the airplane. But have those friends, those teammates, that when you want to take a risk, when you want to push yourself, you've got to tell somebody, because you're going to turn to fear or doubt. It's human nature. And it's when you tell somebody, they might give you that gentle little push out the plane into the unknown. So that's what we think about. And what we want to do with this step is not to step timidly, but to own this. Be like, I don't know what's out there. I don't know if I'm walking, but I've got this. I've got this. I have my 100% track record. So as we walk forward, the back heel rolls up and the pelvis is tucked tight. And nice, strong, you can really feel this is a strong step. This is going to give you more strength in every step. Some of you take 10, 20,000 steps a day. Nice, Terry. Kelly. Oh my God, dogs, your dogs, they're normally pretty calm. They're feeling the daylight savings. All right, hold it out. This is an important one to break down, the lunge. So I want everyone's right foot straight forward. This is another thing. We're in our parallel series. I used to get marked down when I had my evaluations every time my foot started to turn out. But try to plant this foot down. Lift the right toes, wiggle them. Okay, back heel lifts, back knee turns out. You have about a leg distance. So I want everyone to start to just kind of squat down a little bit in this lunge. Both legs are working. So it's not dominant, it's on one side or other. You're feeling more the back side of your front leg, the front side of your back leg, if that makes sense. But they're both working evenly. And then as if there's a line drawn down the center, you're trying to drop straight down, straight up. Yes, nice hand. So use these visuals. We train our body. We train our body down and up. I was just talking to a VFitter a couple weeks ago, down and up. She's been doing classes for years, like years. And she's like, my knees bother me in a lunge, which is probably the #1 thing I hear. And so I said, I happened to see her in person, so I asked if I could see her lunge, and she was dipping all her weight into that back knee. So just that little turnout allows your hip, takes a lot of that pressure, and then we don't think about it, arms out. The more mobility, yes, this looks so good, in our ankles. Look at how much work is in these ankles. Down and up, down and up. Nice, Deanna. Beautiful, Gladys. So our chest is up too. Don't lean forward. I want you to squeeze. Let's go down and up. 4. Jamie looking perfect. Dana, Tina, hold it down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. If you come to my bar class, a pulse is not a bounce. A pulse means if I said freeze, at any second you can freeze. You're not using momentum. You're in control. Yeah, Kelly, beautiful. Lorraine. So we pulse. 5, 4. We might need to make this a 2-week series. 3, 2, 1. Hold, hold, hold. Yes. Oh, is anyone shaking? Give me a thumbs up if you're shaking. If you're shaking, we're doing it right. Yes, thank you, Wendy. 5. We're standing here so everyone's thumbs are up. 4, 3. Yes, there we go. Almost, almost. Lower. If you're not shaking. 2, 1. Nice. We have a huge Washington and Texas crew here tonight. I love it. All right. The stick it. The pelican. So this right leg, you're going to push through this back leg. You're going to try to push this right leg and stick it. Yes. I'm going to give you about 10, 15 seconds to play here. So step forward. Stick it. Anticipate. Yeah, beautiful. So come forward. Nice, Colleen. Stick it. Think about your muscles, right? The sharper we are with our movement, the sharper our muscles are going to form and create. So really, we're fine-tuning things in willpower and in bar. Okay, everybody up. Right here. Take the inside of that right foot, hug it into the left leg. Arms come out. Everyone reach out. Touch your teammate out around here. Some of you had it not so cool. You're touching from Pennsylvania to Texas, up to Washington. Right here. Then we're going to turn towards the bent knee. Try not to turn the knee. Can you separate the 2 parts of your body, the top from the bottom? The bottom isn't moving. You got Indiana. We're all over the place. How fun is that? 5. Janelle sneaking out. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so balance. Balance, simplicity. Who needs more of that? Ever notice that's totally my theme of the year, but I have to continue to remind myself because I keep finding myself going back to old habits of trying to do everything and take on everything. So simplicity, simplify. What you say yes to, what you say no to, both equally important. Come here to center. All right, the side squat. So we're gonna take this right leg, we're gonna step it over. So everybody come back to that squat when we were just in. Toes forward. Did you notice mine peek out? Toes forward. Then I'm gonna push up, stick it into that pelican. Yes, that was awesome. Come down, stick it. And I want you to give it a 2 count. 1, 2. Too often I see half movement. We're trying to rush into this, and we really want to stick the squat, the pelican. Squat, pelican. Down. And then our progression from here, I saw Gladys, yes, Lenny, Amy. Our progression from here would be to lift, woo, and not do that. I remember practicing. I don't know if I have that in me right now. So we squat, and then we rise up onto that left tippy toe. But yeah, we want to stick it down, stick it. There we go. Sometimes with some practice, we get it too. Hello, Amanda. Nice, Jeannie. That was beautiful. Tina, always a good squatter. Yeah, Jamie, Kelly. 3, 2, 1, and you know it, you love it. The double double, the double squat. I know y'all thinking about In-N-Out Burger. Take it out, take it in. All right, we complete the move when we come to the center. I'm getting a pedicure tomorrow. I was just looking at my toes going, you're about to get some real loving tomorrow. All right, so take it out, take it in, take it out, take it in. Hands off our thighs, toes forward. Feel the back of your legs burning. Nice, and I really want you to stick 2 squats. It's a double squat, wide, narrow. Nice, Sienna. Whew, my heart's beating, it feels good. It's already over half. Wait, what time? Yeah, we're almost 20 minutes in. Okay, you can stay here. Next progression. I have 4 parts to the double squat. Next progression, this inside leg, or maybe you call it the outside leg, lifts and lower. So I'll show you from the back. This heel that's going up and down, up and down. Really pushing, feeling that calf in and out. So before you jump, you want to make sure you can do that, right? You don't want to go from A to Z. You usually miss a lot of steps. So this is step 2 of the double squat. Ooh, leg burner. Step 3, you've seen it. We hop in, we hop out, we hop in. I'm on hardwood floor, not making a sound. Toes forward, in, out. Nice, Terry, yes. There you go, Amanda. Beautiful, Val. And it doesn't have to be fast, right? You're working on sticking it out, in, 4. Yes, I love it. I see some of you taking some upper end options that maybe you wouldn't have tried before. And I like that you make sure you get real thirsty tonight. All right, 2. Okay, here's the last one. I don't recommend it. In fact, I can't do very many of these. Make sure you feel really strong in that hop. Let's hope I don't face plant, because then you can help me. Okay, you do a butt kicker to an out squat, butt kicker, in squat, butt kicker out, butt kicker in. Do not feel like you have to do that. I'm showing you where, yeah, nice. Maybe, I like that. Maybe you just want to work right there, right there. Nice, Amy. 3. It's fun. Ooh, this is fun. We're going to have to make this 2 parts, so you're going to have to come back next week. 2, 1. Okay. Whoo, grab some water if you need it. Are we liking this? Is it good to break stuff down? Back to basics. Yes, Kristen gives a thumbs up. Lots of thumbs up. Okay. Into the unknown again. This other side. Same moves. You might feel, and I'm recording this, so this is good. If you want to come back to this very class right here. I would say morning, Karen, evening, everyone. Couple admin notes. Ascent. I think we're about 45 spots full. Amazing group signing up for that challenge. When I talk about a teammate, maybe that person to push you out the airplane, you're like, I don't want to go out of airplane. I'm talking about help you reach your goals, something you're scared of, something you're holding back on. Having a team around you is monumental. Your goals might all be different. I love that. You get to learn about each other. And then you got to push up that mountain together. All right, is your core tight? Pelvis, oh, another thing I didn't talk about on the other side. We don't want to swing our back in this. We really want a nice, strong core. 5. So if you weren't silent on your floor, and maybe don't jump yet, or really slow it down. So that's a good question. Hold it out here. And that's a great place to practice, is your floor, because your hardwood floor won't lie. So you stay right here. I'm going to go back to the movie I was talking about, the double squat. Remember, right heel, right knee turned out, right heel lifted. Wiggle your left toes. It's all in the setup. It's all in the setup. Right down between the legs. So stay here. And I see it with my kids all the time too. So to make quieter landings, we usually want to land a little lower, and this toe heel landing, ball heel I should say, because it's not your toe. This is your natural shock absorber on your body. The ball of your foot, it's padded for a reason, right? We're built perfectly perfect. So when we're landing, try to land 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, keep going. A few more of these. Squeeze to the inner thighs. Yes, ask any questions. That's what I don't want anyone else to go 4 years hurting in a lunge when we can make little adjustments. A huge part in Isaka is really in the ankles, having that ankle mobility. All right, then we hold it down. Quick check-in, are both legs working? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes, good. All right, we pulse. And then we smile. Why? Because we came here to sweat, smile, and shine. Make sure that's happening. Down and up. A pulse. So if I said pause, you can pause. That's how I judge a pulse. I quiz myself. I said pause, pause. Make sure you can stop the movement. Because see, right, a bounce, that actually hurts. Pulse. Learn to use your body. Yeah, nice. How we doing, Diane, up there? All right, hold it down. All right. Actually, I'm gonna come in close. I want to see the big, I don't care if you have to fake it. I don't care if you're still like, I am not in a good mood yet. If you leave here 1% better, I did my job, but I want to see the biggest smile when it's burning. Come on, Colleen, Anne, yes, Diane, Deanna. You're just holding it. There we go, Dana, Tina, Jamie, Wendy, get those faces up there. Kelly's like, I'm smiling, and thumbs up, I'm doing it all, Terry, Val, Lorraine, Kristen, Jeannie, Kathy, Amy, Lenny, Val, Gladys, Kelsey, Miley, Karen, Amanda, Slaka, yes. All right, now we bring it up. And this is what I love. See how much you can sharpen it up. That was really sloppy. I wasn't ready for it. Now I come forward, I anticipate, I've already told my body what we're doing, and look at that, you're able to execute. Nice, beautiful, Val. Perfect. Val, you're looking good. Gladys, 2 more. A little playtime here, so push through the ball of that back foot. Okay, we're all gonna meet up here, Pelican. Oh, hands to heart center. What are you grateful for tonight? Looking at all these smiling, strong, humble, amazing VFitters. Take it out. Look at this, it's 6 o'clock and it's still light out. Woohoo! Turn, baby. Right, we just gain a few minutes a day of extra light, but then all of a sudden in a week, that makes a big difference. Ooh, that's a good one, right? Sometimes those little gains may be hard to notice. And all of a sudden you look back and it's a big difference. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're in this pelican. Toes stay forward. Everybody squat with me. Bring it up. Squat. Bring it up. There we go. So straight down, straight up. Then we add on the arms, right? Extending our levers. So that's going to cause us to work more. Just lifting the arms. I forgot to say on the other side, you can look up. Look up. That's going to challenge your vestibular system. And up. And then that last option where we come up, woo, to the tippy toe. Take it down, bring it up. We're gonna work the double squat again, Anne. So I'm gonna give you, you're gonna give yourself another chance. And it's fun to have areas to work on too. Man, the double squat, I remember willPower, years I was working on that one. Down and up. 3, 2. Oh, Jeanette, I don't think I said good evening to you. Hello, my friend. Okay, we're gonna start 2 more moves to break down. Good news, always good news, right? I love, oh my God, Janelle talked this morning in the Facebook group, perspective. She showed a piece of paper with the black dot. 8 by 11, the black dot was about a centimeter big. She asked, here, let's go with the double squat. Actually, let's take it just the opposite direction. Left, center. Toes are forward. And she said, what do you see when I show you this piece of paper? And of course, all of us, like we saw the black dot. The black dot was 1/100th of the whole piece of paper, but we decided to focus on that one spot. So it's all about perspective. Don't forget the other 99% of the area you might be missing, or the 99% of good choices you're making. Don't dwell on the 1% or the 5%. Like Atomic Habits says, if our good choices throughout the day outweigh our bad choices, it doesn't mean it's all to nothing. If our good choices outweigh our bad choices, we won the day. So you take that pressure off yourself. Okay, now we can lift and lower this right heel. I liked that. When I heard that, I was like, yes, a lot of people need. So that just means you need to make one more good choice for yourself, for your body. This class might be that tipping point, right? Instead of sitting on the couch and binge watching a show or ordering takeout, maybe you're gonna order takeout, that's fine too. You chose to show up, and this is gonna tip the scale of your day. All right, so from here, we could take it out, we could take it in. I would work going really slow. Yes, Wendy, you got it. Nice, Jeannie. Yeah, Gladys. 4, 3, yeah, nice, Val. 2, perfect, Kathy. 1, and the final move, possibly the hardest. So today we went through the turnout, or the parallel series. Next week, oh gosh, someone might have to remind me. We're gonna do the turnout series, all our plies, curtsies. I don't think I'll forget. I just worry, a week away is a long time. Okay, toes push into the ground. This is really important. Toes push into the ground, big toes. Heels lift. My heels stay off of the ground. I come down, and now this is important. Maybe put your hands to your hips to make sure that might help guide you down evenly. Yes, Kristen, Dana, Jamie, beautiful, Kelly. So yeah, to me, I'm just sharing some of my little cues. You might find hands behind your head, hands out, but this kind of, I feel like lowering. And then this is another one. This move might take you months, years, decades to get. We eventually can come to the floor, maybe. Again, this is not to hurt your knees. And then I come up, same way, glued together. You have a string around your lower body. So nice. Yes, Amy B. So if you can get down to the floor, and again, months, years, decades, there's no time limit here, then and only then will you be popping it back to plank, popping it back in. See my heels still lifting it up. Nice, Claire. Good evening. We're going to be transitioning here to sculpt and stretch in about 30 seconds. Hi, Lisa, Heather. Yes, Amanda, beautiful reach. So here, playtime. Nice, Tina. There you go, Deanna. 3, 2. So this is, we don't want to come apart. We can separate our feet a little bit, but we want to get as narrow as we can. 2, 1. All right, back to basics that was. Nothing basic about willpower though, super functional. Next week, we'll work the turnout series. Stick around for 30 seconds if you're leaving. I have an important announcement. I'm probably not going to sleep very well tonight, but that's okay. It's an exciting announcement. We've been working on some back-end software. The cool thing about having been doing this for 5 years and finally it becoming a little bit more of the norm is there's been some, see, these are like COVID perks, or right when we have competition and we have entrepreneurs and we have people continuing to create, good stuff comes up. So there's some software companies out there that are building some really cool integration software to help with processes so that we can just do what we do best, which is serve our team and teach and not look at Excel spreadsheets and all that kind of stuff. So starting tomorrow, this should be exciting news. A few of us, I'm one of them, are going to have to be retrained a little bit starting tomorrow. We're going to test it out, so we can always go back, right? We can always go back to how we're doing it, but who knows? I have a feeling this is going to be pivotal. Starting tomorrow, you can book classes up until the second the class starts. Can I get a woohoo? Okay, 2 things to note. Yes, I love it. Dawn's like, that's going to please a lot of people. All right, jog it out. We're warming up for Sculpt and Stretch. And I'm going to end the willpower recording after this so people aren't in suspense if they watch the recording. So starting tomorrow, you can book up. You'll see on the app, it won't be grayed out. It will let you book. What will happen if you book like normal, if you're one of those diligent VFitters and you book your class ahead of time and you use your link to get in, nothing's going to change. The link's just going to look a little different. But if you want that shorter window, it'll be there. If you're in a different time zone, closer to the class, like if you're on the East Coast, it's within 3 hours, Texas 2 hours, mountains 1 hour. You'll have to book through the website, but you can book to the last minute on the website. The app still isn't smart enough to know that you're not in the West Coast. So still can book to the last minute though, just on the website, and we have it, everyone can get to it, it's really easy. All right, we're going back to basics with strength tonight. So about 18 moves. Couple other cool things. Here we go. Down. I mean, just having that shorter booking window, let's talk about that. That's just amazing. The only thing, so I get it, I'm one of you, I'm willing to change. Curl up. Here we go. We're going for a full minute. I want you to feel the moves. After the curl, I'll start really talking us through it. But with the curl, make sure you're not just flopping the weight down. Those of us that are used to opening Zoom and finding the trainer link because we've saved it, we know. So this is what I'm getting to. You have to book the class now to get in. But you can book it as soon as you book it. If you're within an hour, you'll get the link immediately. So like if it was 5:55 and you want to take a class at 6, just book it, you'll get the link. If it's 5:59, you'll get the link. You do need to use the link. Everybody, this is also a big security thing. Everybody is going to have a special link. It's going to match with your MindBody account. It's going to check you in. You're going to have the most perfect attendance because you're not accidentally checked in under your husband or your kid or your phone number. Yep. So if this is going to track even better. There will be no room for error. I like that. If you log in through your link, nobody else on earth has that login. And it's connected by these magical wizards of technology to your VFit account. And it will say, you were there. It's going to be awesome. And we'll work through it. It's going to give us the ability. One thing I'm really excited about, 10 more seconds. All right, I'm going to stop the willpower recording. You guys are getting like the first